Good morning, guys. How are you doing? I hope that you had a great weekend. I hope that you're having a wonderful week. I know that it's been a while since I've done a video. And I'm sorry. There's so many things that I want to say. There's so many things that I want to express of what has been going on in my life and in my surroundings that is very difficult for me to accept. Being sick and living in chronic pain is devastating to anyone that has to live a life like that. To live a life where you can't function without medication. To live a life where you have to depend on medication to make you feel better, whether that is emotionally or physically. That's my reality. And it's a lot of people's reality. Being locked in your mind is a reality. It's a reality for me, and it's a reality for a lot of other people. When you can't escape your memories, when your memories that are so terrifying and so debilitating controls your every movement, your every thought, your every reaction. Again, it's my reality. And it's a reality for a lot of other people. When my thumbnail says fear, when no one will hit you harder than life itself, it doesn't matter how hard you hit back. It's about how much you can take and keep fighting. How much can you suffer and keep moving forward? That's how you win. I haven't won that game yet. I'm not in fear in my reality. I live in fear with my past. You know, a lot of people think that it's very easy to get over trauma from your past. A lot of people think that go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, get an antidepressant, and keep it moving. And for those of you who are listening to this video who deal with depression and anxiety, PTSD, DID, bipolar, it's not that easy. The pills, they only cover what's going on. Honestly, they don't do anything. They don't. I'm sorry for the silence, but I'm trying to really express myself to let you know what it's like to live in the body and in the mind of a person who is just so angry and so sad and so emotionally detached. From the suffering of other people, so emotionally detached from what is going on in our world. Now, don't get me wrong. I am capable of love and compassion. But for me and a person like me, it takes a lot for me to love. And it's even more for me to show compassion. Because I was never shown compassion when I needed it the most. When I was sexually abused, there was no one there for me. I had my grandparents who sheltered me, who loved me, who protected me. But when they were gone, I was alone. And I had to suffer and deal with that pain and fear every day. Assault victim, a rape victim, we carry that baggage with us everywhere. It is such a strain and so exhausting to smile when you feel pain. It's so exhausting to feel comfortable with something as simple as a hug. There's a lot going on around us in our world. But there's a lot going on in your homes, at your jobs. You see, on a rape victim or a survivor, however you want to say it, or a sexual abuse, molestation. When we're young, some of us don't tell. And for those of you who were never abused, who lived a good life, who had a childhood, you guys wouldn't understand that until you walk in our shoes. You see, we don't tell because of fear. You know, a perpetrator can say the most foulest things to a child, and a child is going to believe that. Whatever the threat, whether it's they're going to hurt your family, your parent, your mom, You're going to hurt the people that you care about, the people that the child protects. But the child is getting no protection. But I protected. I felt in my heart that I couldn't tell because I had to protect my mother. So, for those of you who are making these little ignorant, inconsiderate remarks towards a person who was molested as a child, how dare you? You don't know that pain. You don't know that fear. You don't know what it's like to lay in your bed at night and someone is coming into your room and you pee on yourself. You don't know what that's like. There are a lot of survivors, a lot of victims who did go to a parent, namely a mother. And there are a lot of stories out here that you can look up where a mother would take the word of the perpetrator. It happens. You know, a lot of you who have not gone through this, you need to be thanking God every day that you had a wonderful childhood. You had a life that you can reflect on and be happy and have such great memories that you can fall back on the days where you feel so broken. But a person like me, who was abused so bad that there are no good memories. My past memories are like a black hole. Like, I don't remember shit about the abuse. No matter how many pills I take, how they try to medicate me, and the medication makes me feel like a fucking zombie. I can't feel, I can't think. Sometimes I can't even walk because I'm so zombied out. I can be in a room full of people and still be so alone. But I am so good at putting on that mask and being happy and smiling and giving people hugs and kisses. But deep down inside, I feel disgusted. I don't want anybody touching me. I don't want anyone invading my personal space. Fear. I live in fear every day that one day my depression is going to get so bad that it's going to be to a point of no return. And all those suicide attempts, the next one might be the one. I mean, I've been doing really good. Been doing really good. I know that this video may not make any sense. It doesn't make sense to me. But for anybody out there who goes through depression, bipolar, whatever, if you were a victim and now you are a survivor, but are we really survivors? What did we survive? I never understood that. I never understood that. Like, what did we really survive? Because the trauma never goes away. The memories never go away. So what exactly did I survive? I would love for someone to explain that to me. A lot of you guys, someone wrote me an email and wanted to know why I was so angry towards men. Let me tell you why. Being a rape victim and being molested by a man, you look at men differently. Okay? With me, it's automatic defense. Because of the abuse and rape, yes, I'm going to be angry at men. But only men who disrespect women, who degrade women. Those are the type of men that I'm angry with. Disrespectful men. See, I can deal with women in a different manner. I don't have to go off on a woman. I really don't. But it's different with a man. There is no communicating with a person like a man who disrespects a woman, who hurts a woman, who hits a woman, who degrades a woman. At least not from me. So I don't hate men. I don't. I love men. I love everybody. But there's a certain there's a level of respect that I expect from any person, anybody, a man or a woman. But I expect more from a man. So when a man comes at me disrespectfully, or if a man comes at me and lies, or a man hits me, or touches me when I don't want to be touched, or a man is doing something to a female that I visually see or hear, I'm going to step up and say something. Because that's the problem. Why does sexual molestation, child molestation go on? Why does it happen? Because no one speaks about it. No one talks about it. No one steps in to help that child. So that child has to learn to protect itself. I had to learn to protect myself. And I'm a very hard person. Very hard. It's difficult to break my shell. This is not any YouTube shit right now. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of people are suffering. But that's part of life. We hurt and we suffer. And hopefully when we pass and when we die, that pain and suffering will end. Hopefully I don't take that with me when I die. We all know, we've heard it over and over and over again, that life is too short. And it is. Life is unpredictable. I've experienced death. I've experienced the loss of my grandmother, my grandfather, my grandson. 3 people that I loved unconditionally. So yeah, I'm a very hard person. I'm a terrible person. I don't know how to be anything other than that. I'm a vengeful person. I'm a spiteful person. I hold grudges because I never will accept a person lying to me or lying about me. I would never accept a person who uses people, who lies to people. I would never accept a person who laughs at other people's pain. I can't get on here or do a live or anything to that matter and not be who I am. And that is a person who suffers emotionally and physically every single day, who is in pain every single day. I hope that anybody who takes the time to listen and like really listen. I hope that you can set aside whatever issue you have with me, whatever that issue is. And just leave something in the comment section. Not for me, but for anybody that may come across this video who has been through what I've been through and what others have been through, to know that they're not alone. They're not fighting this fight by themselves. We are connected and linked together because we've gone through this. Because we've been abused, because we've been raped. We've gone through that. And only us can understand that. And we can try our hardest to make other people feel what we feel, but they're never going to understand it. They're never going to feel that pain, and I don't want them to. I want you guys who are making videos, speaking on things that you should not be speaking on, commenting on things that you should just not be commenting on, saying the most foulest things that you could say to somebody just because you don't like them. But try to figure out or understand what happened to this person to make them the way that they are. There are never any excuses to do any harm to anybody. No excuse at all. But to make videos about a person's pain. One day it may be you. You know, I didn't expect to be raped after a party. Never crossed my mind. Living my best life. Never expected it. But for those women out here, you ladies that are laughing at someone who was assaulted who was raped, who was molested. Shame on you. Shame on you. What comes around goes around, and karma is the best revenge, I would say. I want you guys, I wish for you guys, for you women, to thank your lucky stars and thank God every day that you didn't have to go through anything like that. That you had a loving father that looked at you as a daughter, not a sexual object. Be glad that you guys got a kiss on the cheek from your fathers. Be glad and be happy that you were able to sit on your father's lap. I will always be a little girl lost. I would never fully grow up. I would be the first to say I lived in the past, because my past has not been validated. My past is who I am. And who I am is very open-minded, no holds barred, very rough, very raw. But the one thing about me is because the reasons why I speak the way I speak, and I say the things that I say, is because I was never allowed to express myself when I was angry as a kid. So when I get angry at someone, I go in hard, and I don't care what I say. I don't care if it hurts you or hurts the person I'm speaking about. I don't care. I will always be a work in progress. I will always be trying to find my way. I'm always trying to find my purpose. And I may not ever find it. I don't know the reason why never mind. I want to thank a couple of people for always answering my call. One person in particular who always answers my call, and that's T. Harrison. I never thought that I could find a female that I was so in tune with. I never thought that I would find a woman that I would want to be a friend, a confidant. She's the only one on YouTube that knows everything about me. Way more than what I have shared with YouTube. And the weird thing about it is that I had no hesitation in telling her anything. Sorry. So thank you, T. I can never say that. And myself is a wonderful person. She really is a wonderful person. I want to thank Bonnie for checking on me from time to time to see how I'm doing. Just to say hello. The Pits. Quee. You see, that means a lot to me, for people to take the time out of their day just to say, hey, how are you doing? You know, it means a lot. I'm gonna end this video because it's kind of rambling and not making any type of sense right now. My mind is racing, going 100 miles a minute. But for those of you who like this video, thank you. For those of you who dislike this video, thank you. But I'm gonna say this. Dislike me because you dislike me. Okay? Not because the person that you, or a person that you follow, dislikes me. So, yeah. I hope that you guys have a great day. I'm gone. Peace.